Nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. White men have been fooling black men. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, I speak about herbs and I speak about roots. I speak about everything. Yes, I speak about everything. I speak about the government, the judgment against the government of man. I speak about a lot of stuff. As I said, when a man art young children, he maketh just laws in order to teach them discretion, justice, harmony, and consideration. But when his children obtain to be man and woman, he no longer holds any laws over them. They becomes his equal. Did you just understand me? When you are young children, you teach them justice, harmony, understanding, and consideration. So when they comes up to be man and woman, they will keep it. But if you don't teach them those, they will not have any understanding or understanding. So they will end up in the bottomless pit. And they will fight against the government. Fight against the government, and they will have problem. So what I'm saying, my people, all gone astray from north, south, east, and west. My people caught up in narcotics. And I do not know how to redeem my people from the narcotics. They're really caught up. Because you have ministers, you have deacons, that is smoking narcotics and sniffing all type of narcotics. I'm going to give you one example. When you see those preachers preaching and their high lid, look here, you see this here? And their high lid is swell. They're using narcotics. Any ministers that you see with the high lid is swelled, like the eyes are closing, they're using narcotics. They're not in their right state of mind. It could be marijuana, it could be Valium, it could be Quaalude, and some other stuff that I don't know. But take my word for it. Anybody, any government person you see with the eyelid swell when they're giving a speech, they are using narcotics. And the eyes is kind of reddish. Your eyes don't supposed to be red. See, it's supposed to be white. You see white in there? It's supposed to be white, not red. And if it's red, there's a problem. Unless you get a bloodshot eye. Somebody punch you in there. So these people gone wild. That's why they cannot tell the members of the church nothing but Jesus. You see what they're talking about? Jesus. A white Anglo-Saxon man that named Jesus. And they are not looking up the origin of any words so they can confront their people or their missions and say, hey, this word named Jesus, what language do we derive from, and what is the origin of that word? They're not doing none of that. They're satisfied with the preacher because he went to some university to learn about the Bible. The Bible is written by man. There's nobody wrote it from the space or underneath the ocean or beneath the sea or beneath the earth. It's been written by man. Or you want to say men. So it's not written by one man. It's written by men. And those men that wrote this Bible, they find this story someplace. So where did they found the story? They found the stories on scrolls. And another thing they call parchment. So what language was those scrolls written in? Those scrolls are written in Aramaic, the language of Emperor Selassie and his descendant and his past descendant. And they take it and they turn it their way. You see, the Aramaic is written from right to left with no division. So don't come and talk any bullshit about the Bible. The Bible is written by Limey, Slimy, and Uncle Saxton. And don't talk about King James wrote the Bible. King James does not wrote shit. King James have not written anything. Maybe it make it harder for it to read into the common man language, so they can understand a little much better. But it have not been written by him. And people are talking about King James was a homosexual and all of those garbage stuff. I don't know. I don't know that man personally. And he have not written anything down that he was homosexual. In the past it's called sodomite. If he was a sodomite, I don't understand that part. But what I'm saying, the preachers are not teaching the people anything. Because they are so intoxicated when they go to speak to the congregation, they forget that they need to speak to their people about their people. We need to speak to our people that, hey, stop using narcotics, man. It was not designed for you. Stop drinking that alcohol. You're drinking too much. If you have one drink, it's okay. But it's not designed to be drinking like that. It's a medicine. You dumbass. You can bathe in it. You can wet your head with it. And you can wipe your body down if you have a fever or a cold or whatever. It's not to be drinking 3-4 bottles. So what I'm saying, the preachers all messed up. You know why they all messed up? Because they're reading from a book you call the Bible. They are not coming out of themselves. And once you can't come out of yourself, you're messed up. So the people like to listen to those people that is not coming out of themselves. Me coming out of myself, they don't want to listen to me. No. I'm speaking rubbish. Because I am not reading from the Bible that the white men have been made. Yes, I am not reading from the Bible that the white men have been made So they don't want to listen to me. They want to listen to the preacher that is reading from the Bible the white man made. And they want to look on the icon of the Jesus that the white man made. So they feel much better and they're comfortable in their doing. In the meantime, they sit in the seat of their scornfulness. And we have no pathway of going. No direction. So all the shepherd that we have, they're blind shepherd. So all the sheep is going to go astray. Sooner or later. Because narcotics is leading them astray. And no one is helping my people. My people is the woolly people. The man with the wool on his head. The original man that came out of the herd within him of himself. And not no God of the Bible brought him into existence. He came out of the herd just like the beasts came out of the herd. Just like the plants came out of the herd. Just like the flowers came out of the herd. The black man is the original one. The first man that comes out like the beast. He have not been made with any hands. And that is what the preachers are teaching my people. That there's a man of the book you call God made you with his hand. On the point what I'm trying to make to you. The God of the Bible have not stopped no man from killing my people. And other race of people kill thousands and thousands of my people. And the God of the Bible have not stopped them. You know what they're saying? We're waiting for judgment. That's when God's going to stop them. Those are fairy tales. You don't have to take my word. You need to get into your brains. Each individual have a brain, and the brains are all the same. No brains made different. They're all made the same. With understanding. They develop understanding. And it's already into the brains. You see, everything your eyes can see came out of the herd. Everything your eyes can see come out of the herd. The gold, the diamond, the TV, the camera, the radio. All the material comes out. The food, the clothing, the wood, the light, the lamp, the mineral. Everything comes out of the herd. If you can see something that have not came out of the herd with your own eyes, you need to send me an email at www.voodoospell.com. All the material comes out and men change them into their ways. So therefore, man comes out of the herd of himself. He been sleeping there for thousands and thousands of years. And into the herd today, into the herd, into the soil, there is life in there abundantly that is sleeping, that have not wake up as yet. They've been sleeping from thousands and thousands and thousands of years, have not been wake up yet. Because they don't need to wake up until the time comes for them to wake up. And then new life comes out. In your pensation of time, there is no new life. All the animals been here before you were born. We're not talking about what the white man alterate, change around. Chemical changing. We're not talking that. All of them been here before you were born. And some died before you were born. But there is a bunch of life in there sleeping. And maybe the nuclear weapon will bring forth new life if all the government of the world start to use their nuclear weapon. All these lives will cease, a new one comes out. Because what I'm saying to you, you cannot destroy this place. I don't give a damn how many nuclear weapons you have. You can't blow it apart. It is impossible. And you can't move it. It's impossible for you to remove it. No man come in existence can remove it. No man in existence make any nuclear weapon to destroy this. It's impossible. You only can destroy the life that is here. And when all these lives cease, new one will comes out. What I'm trying to let you know, wherever the water go, you know, the water that we have, the ocean, wherever it go, life comes out. So if we have something to dry up all the water and evaporate it all the way out and go and sit in the moon, all the life will be there. And this one will be dry like the moon, as what they have there right now. So wherever the water go, that's where life go. And it's been going on for millions and millions and millions of time. I don't put age, I don't put years and months and days, because those are made by man. And if you're dumb enough not to understand that days, months, and year is made by man, I can't tell you nothing. Minutes, hours, days, month, week, and years made by man, not by no God of the Bible. Man made those, because in nature of itself there is no days. It's just time, light time on dark time. You live in light time and you live in dark time. The dark time is to sleep and the light time is to tile. And that's it. So if you want to come up with a whole bunch of story that, hey, God made days and God made night, you out of your mind. Because right now you're into the light, somebody is into darkness right now. And if God made light, come let us make light. Or God said, let there be light, and light be, light should be all over one time. Unless God step from one place to another. He was in the Western world, and he leave from the Western world and go to Europe and make light. And then the darkness come here. The shadow of the earth brought forth darkness. The shadow of the earth brought forth darkness. And that's how we have light time and dark time. And my people in the past, they live in light time and dark time. Not no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's bullshit. But we can go along with it. We can go along with it. And once we can go along with it, we have no problem. So that will keep you in time to understand. You remember, everybody said time. Keep you in time. Because I'm telling you, my people live in time. Light time and dark time. And there's no Monday, no Tuesday, no Wednesday. These come on later on. But remember, everybody have to go back to time. What time it is? What time of day it is? Day mean light time. What time of night it is? Mean dark time. They always say time. So what I'm saying, we got to wake up, man. The preacher need to start telling people the real truth so the people can understand or understand. Because we's in a mess. We's in a mess. Our people don't want to be black anymore. No, our people don't want to be black. What's going on? They don't want to be black. They want to go bleach themselves and they want to straighten out the wool. What's going on? They don't want to have any baby with any black man. They say monkey babies. They want to have light color babies. Straight wool or straight hair. Wool cannot be straight. So therefore they're messing up. And we got to wake up. We got to wake up, man. Instead of you talking about this Jesus, we need to talk about, hey, how can we get the white man out of our land? How can we get the land back from the white man? How can we get back our artifacts from the white man? Because they steal our shit. How can we get our grandfather mummies back from the white man? Because they take all our mummies and they have them in museum all over the place. How can we get our artifacts back from all these places that have all our artifacts all over the world? Germany, Russia, England, United States, Canada. How can we get it back? And they're making money off our stuff and we're not getting any compensation. As I talk about compensation, they're talking about they want compensation from the white man. You think the white man going to give you what? $10 big trillion? It would not be enough. We need to say, hey, we need our land back from you white men. And we need our artifacts from all of you white men. And you need to get out of our land, and that will be our compensation. That will be the compensation. Get your heck out of my land, my grandfather's land. Give me back all the gold that you dug out of my grandfather's land. Give me back all the diamond that you dug out. Give me all the silver. Give me all the platinum that you dig out of my grandfather's land. Or that you mine. All the mining that you mine out of my grandfather's land. Give me back all of that resource. Then I can turn around and sell it back to you and get your paper money. Nobody's not doing that. Nobody. They're talking about Anunnaki and all this bullshit stuff. This Anunnaki is not going to help you. This Muhammad is not going to help you. This Jesus is not going to help you. I'm telling you, look, do you know how long my people are talking about Jesus? Do you know how long my people have the white man icon in their house? If you go to all the ghetto homes, they have all this white icon in their house. And they pray to it. They're going to make the sign of the cross to that icon. And they're still in slumber. Because what? The preacher is telling them the same shit. Hope is there for them. There's no hope for you when you let the white man flourish. Go dig your gold out of your land. Dig your diamond out. And take it for themselves. And don't give you any compensation from the gold that they dig out of your land or dug out of your land. No! So what I'm saying, you gotta wake up, brother. Wake up, man. Get together and start use your brains. Think. Because in your brains is where the thought and ideas are. They're not on your body. They're not on your hand. The understanding is in your head. Everything is in the head. The seeing is in the head. The hearing is in the head. On the head. The mouth is on the head. The brains is in the head. The thought is inside. The idea is inside. Imagination is inside. This sorry. The subconscious is inside, and the conscious is inside. So once we start use this, you don't have to have a book. You can start write down what you getting out of the head on books or in paper. See, long time ago, my grandfathers, when they get together and they speak in the light time, they write everything down that they said. They write everything down that they do. And when they finish that, they put it away. Tomorrow they do the same thing. They do the same thing the next day. The next time they do the same thing. The next time they do the same thing. And that's all they have knowledge. There was no book one time. Don't think about it. They write down their doing and they saying on the skins of he lambs and he goats. And they fold them up and they put them away. They do it every time. Remember, I use the word time. Every time they do it and they put them away for their generation to come. And when the white men come in existence, they start take those stuff out of my grandfather's land and they try to find out what it is. Because it was not in English. Do you know all the foreigners that go into my grandfather's land? They did not speak the language of that land. So somebody have to teach them that language, because that language were not in any other countries. Hebrew were not in any other country. Aramaic was not in any other country. The hieroglyphic were not in any other country beside my motherland, my grandfatherland. So when these strangers come up in there, the native have to teach them that language. And once they get to learn that language, they take our scroll out and they try to write it their way. Common sense. Common sense. So once they learn from my people, they go away with my story and to write it their way, to fit their way. And that's why we have problem now. Because my people think this story fit the white man and it's the white man's story. Plus they put out a lot of bullshit inside of it. So you cannot understand or understand. It's messed up. So they inherit all the riches of the earth. In the meantime, you're picking up crumbs from their table. They got big, nice, fancy homes that they build for themselves. They got high-rise building. They got jet planes, jet boat, train. They build all of that stuff. We got the same brains that they had. Our brains is much stronger and much bigger, as what you want to call it. Our more wisdom with it inside. Our brains have more wisdom more than the rest of people, and we let them dominate us. They're not smart like us. No matter where you go. Nobody's smart like the black man. I don't give a damn how much education they have. Are they a lawyer, barrister, or judge? Not one of them smart like the black man. I mean the brains. The brains are totally different. So they come up with an idea, our idea will be better. So if you want to go around and think, hey, these guys are smarter than you, because you let them do what they want to do with you. They take the land, you have not done anything. They take the gold out of the earth, and you have not get any, you do nothing. They farm the land, and they take all the crops, and they give it to their people, and you get nothing. No compensation. Then you're calling him white man devil. They've been doing that for years. Look, before the white men came to the Western world, they've been in Africa for thousands of years. They've been up in there. Not no 1 month ago or no 2 months ago. They've been up in there for thousands and thousands of years. You just don't know because they don't tell you. Europe doesn't grow food. It's too cold to grow a lot of food. So all the food was growing up in Africa, as you call it, Africa. The motherland, that's where all the food grow. So they go there and harvest food and take it back on their little boat or ride a donkey or whatever. So what I'm saying to you, black men, you got to stop listening to those preachers. Because they caught up. They're money hungry and fancy home crazy. I'm telling you, they're money hungry and fancy home crazy. They want to have houses, 14, 30 bedrooms and square feet, 4,000 square feet. What do you, as a little man, what do you want that for? In the first place, I'm scared of large homes. I'm scared of large homes because I grew up into a large home, and I'm scared because they're possessed with demons. So I don't need no big houses. I don't want them big. Maybe I can get it big and rent it out. But I don't want to live into no big house. I don't like big houses. Don't matter how much money I have. I don't want to have a big house. I don't like things too big. No. It's too many problems. I don't like a big truck. I don't like a big train. No, it's too much. For myself only, no. I like it for business. Get a big train and rent it out or carry people back and forth. But what I'm saying, we need to wake up, brothers, and find a new pathway where we got to go. Because we're not going any place. We stuck. We're like Band-Aid. We are like Band-Aid stuck. Stuck on this white Jesus, and stuck on this devil, and stuck on this angel. Come on, man. What's wrong? Smoking narcotics and talking crazy shit. It's time for we to wake up and see if we can go back to Africa and talk to these leaders so we can come there freely. And they're making it hard for us to go back. We need to go there and talk to them so we can go back freely. You have land abundantly. We can go there and make another city. Go in the desert and put up houses and make roads and plant trees and drill for water and make a city. City can be made any place. Can make a city on the mountain. All you need is the people and the will. And the water is all over the world. We'll drill for the water or get the machine and pump it from the ocean and let it become fresh. Because the ocean ain't going to dry up. Water going to be there abundantly. And we know to get the salt out of it. We don't have to worry about it. If you don't have the machine to get it out, you boil it. Get some fire and boil it up. Boil the salt out of it. We can make our own cities. And there's a land. We have a lot of land in Africa. Take the desert land there and turn it into a city. And move our people back. One by one. And get out all the white men. But nobody's not doing that. They're talking about Jesus and Muhammad. And our people still sitting in the same shit. Sitting in the seat of the scornful. Talking about Jesus and Muhammad and God. Can't show me nothing God have done for you. Can't show me nothing Jesus have done for you. Can't show me nothing Muhammad have done for you. Maybe they say something good, yes. But that's, no. Saying something good doesn't work for your people. Your people need food and shelter in dispensation of time. And any race of people that does not have food is going to perish. Any race of people do not have food for their people is going to perish sooner or later. And I close with those words. Peace. I'm out of here.